LeBron and Savannah James have been everyone's favorite couple for ages now, but everything almost came crashing down for them when rumors came out that LeBron had cheated on Savannah before they were married, and you'll never believe what actually happened. In June 2002, some unexpected news from Sidora shocked pretty much everyone, and the rumor mill started turning with stories of Savannah filing for divorce. Back in the summer, Hollywood Unlocked posted a clip from the 14th season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Drew stars in the show alongside fan favorites like Kenya Moore and Sanaya Richards-Ross. In the clip, Kenya got a conversation going that really grabbed everyone's attention. She asked the other woman who was the most famous person who had hit on them. After the other women shared their answers, Drew blew them all out of the water with her insane claim. She told them that she was at a restaurant in Melrose when a man sent her over a drink. She described the man as being the king of the NBA. While she didn't mention him by name, LeBron is frequently nicknamed the King. In fact, even uses the nickname to refer to himself. Upon hearing Drew's answer, the other women kind of went quiet for a moment, like they couldn't actually believe what they were hearing. When Marlo Hampton guessed who Drew was referring to, the name she offered was censored. Marlo went on to ask if this happened before the NBA star was married. Drew said that it had, and they actually went on a couple of dates, and she'd even been flown out to his games. She then went even further, saying that the basketballer told her that he would listen to her music before game, and he would apparently always win after listening to her music. After this claim, the clip cut out to a confessional from Marlo. Looking at the camera confused, Marlo admitted that she didn't know Drew even did music, and she asked twice if it was actually true, like it was hard for her to believe. And Drew was on the receiving end of even more shade and skepticism during Sanaya's confessional. The names dropped were again censored, but she was pretty sure that they'd been going out since high school. But not all the confessionals were so disbelieving. Kenya joked in hers that everyone needed to calm down. Drew was talking about Laquan, which we all just misheard. Clearly, Kenya was joking that we'd misinterpreted Drew as talking about LeBron. But one thing all the confessionals had in common was who they thought Drew was hinting at as the king of NBA. As soon as Hollywood Unlocked shared Drew's bombshell announcement, everyone was all over it, and it quickly racked up nearly 400,000 views on Instagram. Some people expressed their disappointment in LeBron, but many of them, just like most of the Real Housewives, just couldn't believe it. Others apparently got angry at Drew for saying what she said. One person asked if women like Drew could just leave LeBron alone and let him be great. Clearly, they were worried about what a claim like this could do to LeBron's personal and professional life, which makes sense. Still, everyone was in for a massive shock when it looked like it was all confirmed to be true. It didn't take long for Drew's sister and manager Allison to get involved in the online drama. A few days after the clip aired, Allison addressed the public reaction to it on Instagram Live. Her reason for doing so was to protect Drew from the anger she saw on social media. She believed that people were fashioning the wrong narrative about it by accusing Drew of seeing LeBron after he married Savannah. Allison didn't want to sit back and let these things happen to Drew, and she said that to do that would just be to let the lies grow. To be fair, as Drew's sister and manager of over 30 years, it was definitely a good thing for Allison to defend her. But what people took away from what Allison said was confirmation that Drew had been talking about LeBron. What was crazy was that Allison even referred to him by name and went on to establish the timeline of his relationship with Drew. Allison said that her sister met LeBron around 2002 or 2003. She confirmed that they were actually talking, and she even backed that up by revealing that she was staying in a hotel with Drew at the time. Crazily enough, she then even jokingly said hi to LeBron in the video. But not only did Allison claim that they dated, but she went even further with it. She described them as being on the phone to each other day and night. Allison said that both she and Drew would go to dinners and games as guests of LeBron. She even made it clear that they were sneaking around any back alleys or dark tunnels to do so. She even talked about knowing and hanging out with LeBron's uncle Randy, and she also called LeBron a cool guy. Honestly though, Allison must have known he was in a relationship with his high school sweetheart, so it would be kind of weird for her to think that he was a cool guy when he was also trying to date her sister. But Allison said that he and Drew liked each other and he was really a wonderful person. Her main concern was to stop people from spreading the rumor that this all happened during LeBron's marriage. She implored everyone to Google Drew and LeBron to see that the year that pops up for their rumored romance is 2003, and LeBron married Savannah Savannah in 2013, so it was understandable when she asked people to stop spreading lies. However, the next part of her defense of Drew was honestly just really bizarre. She explained that since their father was a pediatrician and her mom was a pastor, Drew would never sleep with someone else's husband, which to be honest just doesn't really mean anything. Allison then concluded that what Drew said wasn't such a big deal. It wasn't that important that she dated a basketball player, who Allison reminded us Drew didn't even mention by name, though the fact that she'd mentioned LeBron in her response made the statement pretty pointless. However, she made a fair point that with everything else going on in the world, maybe we shouldn't get so angry about Drew's dating history. Honestly though, some people probably felt they had the right to be angry after hearing Drew's words. Allison had signed off by promoting her podcast, and obviously a lot of people had their say in the comment section of Allison's video. Some people were supported, leaving comments like, "well said." Others were less convinced, since they didn't think that Allison's speech excused Drew for dating a man who had a girlfriend, and more people also commented to say that they didn't care what Allison had to say at all. But one person who might have cared was LeBron. While no one really knows if he ever saw Allison's video, it looks like he probably heard what Drew had to say on Real Housewives. A few days after Hollywood Unlocked posted the clip, LeBron wrote an Instagram message of his own, and what he wrote just got people talking all over again, because it totally looked like a response to Drew's story. LeBron posted some sweet photos of him and Savannah. The caption was a long gushing tribute to his wife, who he referred to as his queen. He wrote about how much he appreciated her being his rock. He also made a point of saying how strong she stayed throughout all the BS that came with his career. This came across as a whole lot like a shot at Drew's claims about dating him before he married Savannah. The entire post just seemed like an attempt to shut down the new rumors that could cause trouble in his marriage. He finished by saying that he wouldn't be anything without Savannah and signed off with love from the king. But the thing about the post was that people could have taken it in one of two ways. You could take it at face value as LeBron displaying how much he appreciates Savannah, which would make any stories about him dating other women look ridiculous. But it could also be seen as LeBron's attempt to apologize or overcompensate to make the rumors go away. Either way though, it looks like for now, Savannah and LeBron are just mostly ignoring the rumors. And I guess only time will tell how much Drew's revelation might affect them. But what do you guys think? What did you make of Drew's story? And what are your thoughts on LeBron's statement? Let me know in the comments down below.